Good evening, everybody. What's up on IG? What's up on YouTube? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and post on Twitter. I be forgetting about the Twitter. The Twitter. Let me hurry up and share the link on Twitter. Excuse me. I had came to you guys live earlier today on my way to work. Reviewing the last episode of Hustle and Flow. I mean, did I say Hustle and Flow? My bad, my bad. It's Hustle and Soul. Hustle and Soul, not Hustle and Flow. But I don't know how many of you guys have been checking out this show, but it's actually on season 3. And I knew the season 3 had started a few weeks ago, but I was trying to find somewhere to squeeze time in to watch that show and tune into that as well. So I actually binge watched season 3 yesterday. And then I got caught up and I gave y'all a review earlier today when I was on my way to work. And then the brand new episode 4 of season 3 came on tonight. So I hurried up and watched that show after I got off of work. So that's what we're about to do. We're about to do review season 3 episode 4 came on tonight, but I'm gonna merge a little bit of episode 3 into there too, because the review that I did earlier, I kind of rushed it because I was in a rush for work, so I kind of left out a few things that I wanted to talk about. I know y'all was like, dang, she ain't never did no review that quick. But y'all could tell, I'm sure y'all could tell that I was rushing. I was trying to cram everything in, and then I hurried up and got to work, and I was like, okay, gotta go, you guys, see you later. But, yeah, so episode 4, which came on tonight, it was called Who is the Side Piece? Now, for y'all who don't really know much about Hustle and Soul, it comes on the We channel. It comes on after the Braxtons. So if you watch the Braxtons, you have to have heard of Hustle and Soul, because this is the 3rd season and it always have came on after the Braxtons. So if you are a Braxton fan of the Braxton family values, then you more than likely heard about Hustle and Soul. So anyway, it's about a guy named Lawrence who opened a restaurant in Bronx, New York called the Pink Teacup. And then last season, he broadened, his horizons and everything, and stepped out on faith and opened a brand new restaurant. Same name, same concept, just a little bit more spicier, in Miami, Florida, right on South Beach. So this season focuses a lot on the new location in Miami and focuses a little bit on the location back in the Bronx as well. Because, as you can see, if you've been watching the show, Lawrence has been going back and forth from the Bronx to Miami, trying to, handle his business and also trying to end some business as well. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Last show, we had learned how Cola, which is one of the bartenders at the Pink Teacup in Miami. She started off in Bronx, then she moved down to Miami when they, started the location there, which was a good thing for her because she's from Miami originally. So, that's where her stomping grounds are. Her family is there. She has a lot of friends there, and she has been wanting to get back to Miami, but, she was trying to, start a little something up in Bronx, try to save up some money, get a job, woo. So this was perfect for her. So she done moved down to Miami with Lawrence and his fiance Anna. Sweet little Anna. Not. So we have found out last episode she actually is ready to settle down and have a baby with the guy John that she has been on and off with, since she started the season in season 2. But she actually thought with him coming down to Miami to try to, reunite with her and try to work things out, because they had broke up in season 2. And she just figured, maybe he's ready to take that next step, do that next level. As far as her wanting to have a baby, she is about 35-ish, and she thinks it's time for them to, start trying to, have a family. He's all cool with that. if she's cool with him messing around with somebody else. Because see, for y'all who don't know, she and her on and off again man, John, have been having an open relationship for many years. Now they really care about each other. They actually love each other, like really love each other, as a couple should. But they've always had an open relationship. She always slept with whoever she wanted to. He always slept with whoever he wanted to. And then they would also sleep with each other. Y'all know how that is. I don't know how it is personally, but I know what they're trying to do. But basically, he told her, he said, yeah, I'm cool with having a baby and everything, but there is somebody else. So that's where the episode had ended last episode, which was actually last Thursday, which I reviewed earlier today when I was on my way to work. So as far as this season, this episode, Season 3, Episode 4, tonight was called Who is the Side Piece? And that was the big question for for Cola, because she's like, okay, I want to know who this female is. Who's this broad? Because she's used to them going back and forth, being with each other, stopping, messing around, then getting back to messing around. And they all having like a little something on the side, because isn't that the concept of an open relationship? Yeah. So anywho, but she wasn't used to him having like a serious relationship or really having feelings for somebody else as seriously as he does for her. So this is the whole issue with, her. Oh, hi DJ Mike TV. How you doing? I'm just reviewing I was about to say the Pink Teacup, which is actually the name of the restaurant on Hustle and Soul, but I'm just reviewing Hustle and Soul, the Pink Teacup restaurant reality show. But yeah, so she's like been wondering, who the heck is he with, and why all of a sudden he wants to be with somebody else seriously, but he still wants to be with her seriously and have a family? Like, how does that work? How does that work? Do he got to ask the other person, is it okay if I still kick it with this person and we have a family? I mean, how does that work? I've never been in an open relationship knowingly, willingly. I have never been in an open relationship before. But a lot of people say that many people be in an open relationship. They just don't know it yet. But anywho. Then Lawrence, we had saw last episode how he had went back up north, went to the Bronx restaurant, try to make sure everything was cool there because he hasn't been there in a minute. And he also wanted to make sure he settled things with Yandy, the lady that he was kicking it with for a minute when him and Anna broke up. They had literally broke up. I don't know if y'all remember, but they had literally broke up for not that long. It seemed like it was probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes. So in real time, they probably was broke up for a few days. In real time. Because in the reality show time, it was like 3 episodes that they was broke up. So anyway, they was broke up for a hot second. Yandy moved right in. Can't just say she just jumped his bones and seduced him, because he was always attracted to her. Always. And he was always attracted to another person who was working at the restaurant, but we ain't gonna get on her quite yet. But anyway, so after meeting up with Yandy last episode, they had, got into a fight when he told her that she was a mistake, and how hard it is to be in love with 2 women. He said that what they had was a mistake, and that he's still going to marry his fiancee, Anna. They're going to get married. They're still engaged. But when he told her that her and him was a mistake, she went ham and eggs. She flew over that counter at the restaurant, over the bar, and I swear, you could just see her sitting on the bar, karate kicking him all up in here, all up in here, all up in his face and his chest and everything. Now, what I didn't know, because not only was she kicking all up in here, like kicking the snot out of him, but then when she jumped off the bar, she started punching on him and swinging on him, and the security guards finally jumped in and, tried to get her under control. But what we didn't see was she broke his toe. I'm like, how the hell did she break his toe? But I'm assuming that it was probably when she flew off the bar, because Lawrence, he likes to wear flip-flops a lot. I didn't see what his shoe game was like when he went to visit her, but he probably had on some sandals, probably had on some flip-flops, and when she flew off the counter and jumped down, she probably stepped on his foot. So that's probably what happened. But again, like I said last episode, I really don't understand how it is that a boyfriend and girlfriend who have kids together, meaning Lawrence and Anna, break up, and then he sleeps with an employee, lives with her for a moment, for a fleeting moment, while him and Anna are still, not going to get, not, beefing or whatnot. They have sexual relations and all that in the third. Then he ends it with Yandy, goes back to Anna, and Yandy still has a job at the teacup. At the pink teacup. Like, how does that happen? Isn't that like a huge conflict of interest? Like a huge conflict of interest. I'm like, why didn't they fire her? Out of all, and especially as jealous as Anna is, we didn't see her jealous tendencies since season 1. She is really jealous. She is really overprotective of him. I mean, she darn near smothers him. They do live together, but you know what I mean. She darn near smothers him. She wants to know where he is at all times, because he has a past. He's cheated on her before, including with Yandy, but still they let her keep her job. What Lawrence does was kind of smart, I guess. When he opened the restaurant down in Miami on South Beach, he said, okay, Yandy, you're going to keep this restaurant. Well, not keep per se, because it's his restaurant, but you're going to run this restaurant in the Bronx. I'm going to take Anna with me to open up the new Miami joint, and she's going to run that with me. So he got them separated. That's cool and everything, but still, I would just think it's still a big conflict of interest, especially after what happened last episode when she beat, if y'all didn't see it, y'all need to go on demand or wherever y'all watch y'all cable, Hulu, Fire Stick, wherever y'all watch y'all cable if y'all don't have cable. She beat his butt. Like, he didn't even hit her back. He was a man. He didn't hit her back. He was trying to just cover himself and everything, just like Scrap did in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like a couple of episodes ago when his baby mama Tiara, jumped on him and everything. But anywho, but what was crazy was after he told her that, and she wasn't cool with it because Yandy really loves him. She is in love with Lawrence, and she vowed to not stop trying to get him until she gets him. So we gonna see how that ends up. But then as he turns and walk away, he's telling her, can I get a hug? Can I get a kiss? She's looking at him like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, next time when I come, can we go out to eat? Like, if you're trying to end things with this girl, why is you asking her for hugs and kisses? And then when she basically, whatever, tries to ignore him and walk off, he's like, oh, wow, you still got that fat ass. And it's always going to be my fat ass. I'm like, hold up. She's looking at him like, okay. He talking about this is still going to be, basically he was trying to say, she's still going to be his, even though he just basically told her they was a mistake. I'm like, Lawrence, that's exactly why he needs to get a prenup. Y'all saw how when he was at the barbershop, while he was visiting the old shop in Brooklyn, well, the other restaurant in Brooklyn, after he visited Yandy, he went to the barbershop where he normally gets his hair cut in the Bronx, And his homeboys and his barber was telling him, you know what, you're doing so well, you expanding, you got a TV show, you on your third season on a, popular network show. Have you ever thought about a prenup? For some reason, he was sitting there acting like, I don't know about no prenup. I don't know what's that. Like, what's a prenup? What does that mean? I don't know, just acting. I think that was kind of staged. But anyway, they talked him into going to see a lawyer. And he went to see a lawyer, and she was telling him basically what a lot of people need to know is that when you have a business and you are engaged and you're about to get married, if y'all get divorced, she can get half of his business. He was like, she can get half of my chicken and waffles. The lawyer was like, yeah, she can get half of your chicken and waffles. That means she can use his recipe. I mean, all kind of stuff because she's already on the lease. I didn't even know she was on the lease at the new location in Miami. But I guess since she's running the place, she has to order things, she has to pay bills, utilities, all that kind of stuff. I guess it made sense to put her on the lease, and she's the fiance and the baby mama. So I guess that kind of makes sense. I actually did think that it was all in his name though, until they get married. And then once they get married, I just figured everything would go in each other's name, especially, for insurance purposes, purposes of a will, things like that people supposed to do when you get married. But to find out she's already on the lease and he hasn't considered a prenup, and they have broke up how many times, and he has cheated on her, and he's still trying to imply that Yandy still belongs to him after he told her they was a mistake. So I'm thinking that he probably does need to get a prenup, like, really fast. Is Anna going to be... You already know Anna's going to flip the script. Anna's going to flip the script, and he didn't talk about it with her this episode, but he is, from the previews, he's going to hit her up about it next episode. So we're going to see how that turns out. But as far as Dominic and... is it Stefan? Stefan? The twins... Lord have mercy. These twins have been there since day one. Since the show first started. The twins, I like the twins. They crazy. They funny. They so outgoing. But half the time they just be jacking around at the restaurant. And playing around and messing up stuff and breaking up stuff and just acting real childish. These twins, though, they cute. They cute, and they are actually models, like real models. And when they were showing like some of their modeling pics and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, I see y'all. But they still working at the Pink Teacup. Of course, this is probably for more clout. Because, from their modeling work, they've been modeling for a while now. Even last season, they was modeling. So I'm sure they make pretty good money doing that. But, of course, being on Hustle and Soul, you get all that extra, people seeing them and publicity and all that. So, they probably on the show, still on the show for a little clout. But as far as the chick, the stripper turned waitress, I should say, just last week, she almost got fired because when they had got into that fight and, hey Roxanne, hey, how you doing? We just up here reviewing, Hustle and Soul, the Pink Teacup restaurant reality show. And that girl, Anika, okay, I was feeling really, really bad for her last week. I was like, please don't fire her. Please don't fire her. She's young. She's still a little, she got a lot to learn. She had her child taken by her mother when she was 15. So she's trying to get her life back together and everything. But when she asked the twins out and told them, y'all new in Miami, y'all down here, helping to open up the new restaurant. Why don't I take y'all out on the town, for some Miami nightlife? And she said we can go on a double date. So I'm thinking, okay, it's two twins. She gonna have one of her friends, one of them girls she was trying to get to work at the restaurant or whatnot. You know, it's be them, it be the twins. They go out, have a great time. But what we didn't realize, and what the twins didn't realize, that when she said double date, she meant them double her date. They was looking at her like, "What you mean? I thought you had another female for one of us. I be, or one of us be with you, and one of us be with the other female." She said, "No, no, 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 no. I didn't say I was bringing somebody else. I said, would you guys like to go on a double date? Y'all the double, I'm the date." They was like, okay, I guess, okay. But then when she started to proposition him, talking about, she has always wanted to be with twins, and how all these things that she wanted to do to them, and it was really graphic, honey. It was really graphic. And then she went to use the bathroom and came back and took her little thongs and threw it across the table at them. She was like, "Surprise." This chick, the one who was on episode last week crying, talking about she trying to get her baby back. I was like, what the hell? Hey, Candace. How you doing? I just talked to you the other day. Do you watch Hustle and Soul? That reality show that comes on after the Braxtons go off on the WE TV channel. Man, this show is a trip. It was a trip. But yeah, it's on season 3 right now. We just reviewing episode number 4. But the twins, for some reason, they were kind of uncomfortable. Now, it wasn't like they've never had a threesome. Hey, that's something that some twins do. That's something that they do. Hey. A lot of guys don't like having threesomes with another guy. But the twins said they've indulged in that before, but they weren't really sure if they wanted to do it this time. Because of the fact that she's a co-worker. And they know how Lawrence is about fraternizing with the help. Okay? They already be clowning, be doing too much at the restaurant. Anika be doing too much at the restaurant. She's always twerking and everything. She was twerking. Okay. The twins. They gonna go, one of the twins went up to a customer, cut into her chicken, and took a bite without asking. Just out the blue, and her husband was like, "Hold up, boo. You just gonna let him cut in your food like that? You just gonna let him eat your food like that?" She's up there, just kiki. She was like, "Yeah, this fine brother can eat my chicken." But he was mad. He was like, "We ain't paying for this. Yo, waiter just ate my wife's chicken." Anna said, "You know what? My bad. I can give her some more chicken. I can get her some more waffles. I can do the whole plate over. But y'all paying for that food." They is so ghetto. They is so ghetto. And then Anika, she always twerking. So she goes up to another couple and she's like, "Would you mind if I dance for you?" Like, remember, she used to be a stripper, okay? Stripper turned waitress, okay? And she had her butt cheeks done, so she got a nice little rump shaker sitting back there, and she's always twerking. They was like, "Sure. Yeah, sure, why not?" She turns around and her butt is all over their table, flapping all around the chicken, all around the waffles. I mean, they might as well have just put syrup all on her butt and like, chicken and waffles. But she was all in their plate, all on the table. I was like, that is so... I wish somebody would put their hat and her booty shorts. Like, you can see all down, all just full moon, all that. She that's all you can see. She's really flexible. She's really flexible. So all you saw was butt in the air and her whole rest of her body down on the ground. Did she get in trouble? No. Anna was like, "Do you have a twerking disease? Like, why do you always have to twerk? Do you have a twerking disease? We need to get you help because you just twerk all the time." This is an upscale restaurant, trying to be upscale restaurant in South Beach. and y'all twerking in somebody's chicken and waffles, and the other waiter is eating somebody's chicken and waffles. Mm. This is exactly why. This is exactly why Lawrence be getting pissed off, because he be trying to keep it all professional. He be trying to, they from the Bronx. They from the Bronx, and he's expanding into Miami. I mean, it's a lot of money in Miami because, for one, everybody goes out all the time because the weather is always nice, right? So that he's expecting to do really well down there, but I don't see how well they can be doing if people is twerking all in the syrup and eating the customers' food. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, he was trying to tell Anna, his girlfriend, fiance, baby mama, that she's changed, and she's not feeling that. What you mean I changed? I ain't changed. Yeah, Anna, you have changed. I've been watching since the beginning of the show 3 years ago. You have changed. She really has changed. And it's like she's trying to bring in this crowd, this party crowd. But I'm thinking, why can't they compromise? Like, if y'all seen the show, they have the new location in Miami on South Beach. It has an upstairs. It has a downstairs. So why can't they, like, use the upstairs maybe for the party scene instead of trying to do all that downstairs? Like, have the main floor be like, a little more classy. People come in and eat, they pay, they leave. She started a brunch. It was called, what she call it, the black girls brunch, something like that. Anywho, the concept is, on Saturdays, people come in for brunch. They eat chicken and waffles. And then, like, halfway through their dinner, or halfway through the brunch hour, they turn on some music, and everybody just, including the customers, everybody just start twerking and dancing and just doing all kind of freaky stuff in the restaurant. And Lawrence is like, no, I'm not with all this. And that's probably exactly why he needs to do the prenup like his friend suggested. Exactly like his friend suggested. But, he's contemplating it. He's scared to tell Anna, but he's contemplating it. But how do y'all feel about what his mother had to say? When he sat down with his mother and told her about him being scared that he might lose everything if they were to divorce. She was like, this is the first time. This is the very first time I've ever heard a parent, a mother of a son, react this way. Normally it's like, son, file the prenup. Yeah, she might try to take y'all money. Yeah, make sure that bitch don't take all your money. She was like, take it up to God, son. I can't help you there. They from Jamaica or somewhere like that. So she has an accent. I can't really do her accent. But she's like, take it up to God, son. I can't help you with that. I cannot tell you what to do. You do what's best for you. I was like, what? Come on now. Whether it's in person, whether it's in reality, or whether it's in a reality show, normally when somebody brings it up to their parents about a prenup, they're like, yeah, do it, so you don't want to lose, everything, or sign half of all your belongings or your companies or your money over to your wife. She was like, take it up with God, son. I just can't help you with that. Jesus will tell you what to do. I was like, oh, I hope Jesus tell him to do it, because they done had a rocky relationship for a few years, and he's been cheating on her a few times. So I'm like, I don't know. And then she had the employees up there putting on chicken suits, like chicken costumes for their upscale restaurant. And she's like, we want to do a commercial. And she got them all in the pool and they twerking. I'm like, what the hell? What's up with this twerking? They twerk everywhere in people's food. They twerking for brunch. The restaurant, the chickens. I mean, they had their big old ball. They twerking. Chicken and waffles. Oh my God, it was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. I was like, are you serious? He was like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. No, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling the chicken costumes. But anyway, yeah. I think, hey, he might want to pray to God and see if that's the right thing that he needs to do. Hey, Kool-Aid, I didn't see you come in. What's up? But man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't watched this show, it's in season 3. Y'all can binge watch it. I've been watching it since day one, but I binge watched the last few episodes so I can get caught up to do the recap today. But yeah, they're a trip. It's a trip. And then, okay, remember the girl with the blue hair? Her name is Nikki. She just started there this season at the Pink Teacup in Miami. Now, last episode she was telling us how, okay, when they had the pool fight and some of the people got fired, from the restaurant, and they had the pool party fight, and Nikki was like, she moved over to the side, she got all out the way, she was like, I can't get no fights, I can't get in no trouble, I'm already, okay, they obviously not checking background checks or running they records or nothing. She's like, I'm already facing some charges right now. I'm facing 15 years in prison. I'm like, you facing 15 years in prison? Okay, yep. Moonwalk right on out that pool, because if you get in a fight or anything and go to jail, you could end up with some more charges. But then when she said it was because of her cousin fighting her cousin, I'm like, what kind of fighting was she doing? Did she choke her, stab her, shoot her, and then run her over with her car? 15 years. 15 years. Who them people that be looking at people information on YouTube? I'm going to need them to look up Nikki and find out what them 15 years worth of charges is really for. I'm just kidding. Please don't look up nobody's background. Please don't do no doxing. I'm just teasing. See, I'm just playing. But anyway, she said she's facing 15 years. And I'm like, 15 years for a fight? I don't know. I don't know about all that. But then she says, this episode, she's talking about how she's into music and she sings or raps or something. They start showing these music videos. She looked like... Now, let me first say, I don't be talking about no big girls, because I'm a big girl, as y'all can see. I'm a big girl. Big sexy. But tell me she didn't look like Heavy D in a genie outfit. I was like, do you remember I Love Genie? Y'all remember that show? With all the lace and the purple and the see-through and the look like the pants, look like some MC Hammer style pants at the bottom. I'm like, she looked like Heavy D in a genie costume. What the heck? And she was rolling and diving all over the floor in her video. And okay, y'all just gotta watch it. I was like, what the hell? And she talking about she's about to go, she gonna get herself together so she can go on tour and start selling CDs and all this. I'm like, how the heck you gonna go on tour and you facing 15 years in prison? Make it make sense. I'm going to need her to start breaking some stuff down, because I'm not understanding. I'm not following. 15 years for fighting. And then you over here making these music videos. And you about to go on tour. Or you trying to go on tour. You trying to go on tour with somebody. But you facing 15 years. Can you even go across the street when you facing that much time? She talking about going on tour. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But yeah, she's like, I don't know, that whole video, that was funny. That was real funny. But I'm like, okay, Cola and John John. Now, I had mentioned last week how Cola had mentioned to John John, since he had came all the way down for the Bronx, trying to win her back over, trying to get him back into her life, rekindle their relationship, even though they have an open relationship, but he still wanted to rekindle it because they had broke up with each other in season 2. So he made his way. He kept calling her and calling her, trying to see her. She finally agreed to see him. So he come down there, gave her his whole spiel. I want to be with you. I still love you. Woo, woo. She still loves him. And she's like, you know what? I'm ready for a family. I'm ready to have a baby. I am 35 years old. And he's like, I'm down with that. I feel you. I feel you. So she was under the impression that when he said that, he was ready to start a monogamous relationship and they just be with each other, get married, because they've been together for years, but they always been having an open relationship, just doing whatever with whoever and doing each other as well. So when he dumped that on her last episode, at the end of the episode, talking about I'm not ready to settle down though, because I'm actually with somebody else. And she's like, okay, we've always had an open relationship, but I thought you came down here to win me back so that we could be, together, like together, nobody else. And he made it very clear that this was not just somebody that he's just messing around with like they've done in the past. Just, you mess with them, we mess with each other. She could tell it was something really serious. When he sat down and told her today who the person was, I was like, what the heck? It was his actual roommate. A man. Child, you could knock me over with a feather. I was like, child. And then the roommate walked over and sat down on the bench next to him. Like, they sitting there and she's looking like, you messing with your roommate? So now I'm like, did she know he was like bisexual? Has he always messed with guys in the past? And she messed with guys and then they mess with each other? Or is this like something new? He just discovered himself? I'm like, did he just discover himself, this new side of himself? And John is sexy, y'all. He is fine. He's hot. I mean, she is too. She's real pretty. She's beautiful. And under normal circumstances, they would make a very beautiful couple and probably make some very beautiful kids. But now what? I guess she got some decisions to make because, like he told her, I'm cool with having a family. I'm cool with us having a baby. As long as you cool with me messing around with my side piece. Okay. I get it. This is 2019. It's men mess with men. They've been doing that forever. Women, bisexuals, all that kind of stuff. But why don't he just leave her and go be with the man? She finds a man and they have a baby. I mean, I don't know how does that work? How does it work? I mean, she's trying to have a baby. So are they going to like be all in bed together? Okay, it's my turn. Okay, it's your turn. Okay, it's my turn. Is the other man going to be the babysitter? The stepdad? I mean, how does this work? She said, now they planning. Hey, I mean, me personally, I'm straight. I'm strictly, y'all know. But if I was in an open relationship, I definitely will not be down with a man messing with me and then messing with another man. No, 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 no. No. I'm not even down for the open relationships because I'm just too scared of catching. Do y'all see this the outbreak with measles? That's going around across the United States. It's a huge outbreak with measles, but I just thought I'd throw that in there since we talking about, infections and all that kind of stuff. But no, I wouldn't. No, no, no. That's just taking too many risks. That's just taking too many risks. And she's trying to have a baby. No. Nope, nope, nope. You said he's out of the closet. Out of the closet. I don't know. I don't know how she's. Next week they showed the previews showing her going off and not understanding what. I would hate to say that she knew that he was bisexual, sleeping with men. Like how? Because they've been messing with each other for years, like years since like high school. So I just can't imagine her been messing with this guy for years, having an open relationship, and her knowing that he was sleeping with guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. Can't cool it. Everything that's going around, including the measles, including the measles. I was watching the news this morning. And everybody getting the measles. Grown-ups, babies, because babies can't get the measles shot until they're at least like a year and a half or a year or something like that. There's babies getting measles. People all over the United States in the hospital, sick with the measles. They ain't seen an outbreak like this since they said like 2008, 2000 something, like in 10 or 15 years. So I don't know what's going on, but nope. He got bored with the peach. I guess he got bored with the peach. He got bored with the cookies. He was like, I'm tired of these cookies in that cookie jar. Unless he's been on the down low all this time and just didn't tell her because he likes women too. And okay, if you're gonna be bisexual, a man or a woman, I think you should tell whoever you're sleeping with that you're bisexual. If they agree to it and they want to continue on with an open relationship with you or being the side piece or whatever you want to call it, that's their choice. But at least give them the option. That's all I'm saying. Do what you want to do in your own bedroom, but you should at least give the person an option of knowing. I mean, if you like sleeping with the opposite sex. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, we'll see next week how she responds to that because literally they ended the show with her mouth open, her eyes wide, and she was like, "You're sleeping with your roommate?" I don't know, y'all. I don't know what y'all think. I don't know. This is a trip, but yeah, this show is really really good. It has the crew, all the people who work in the restaurant. I mean, it's always something going on. I swear, it's always something going on. The twins are a character. You guys would love the twins. Like I said, they're funny, they handsome, they crazy. They always getting into some drama, getting in trouble at work. But some of these new people, I'm like, I'm giving them the side eye. Especially Anika. Throwing her draws at the twins. And she just met them. Like you just met them. Now I hate to be like, that's why you had a baby at 15, and that's why your mama took your baby, and that's why you turned stripper, and that's why you ain't got your life together. I don't want to say all that now. But come on now. Last week you cried, I'm trying to get my life together. I want to get my baby back. I don't want to be a stripper no more. And then she get mad and get into a fight. They had a pool party fight because people were suggesting that she was a prostitute. And then this episode, you proposition the twins for a threesome, and you go in the bathroom and come back with your drawers in your hand and just throw it at them. But anyway, the twins claim to Lawrence that they didn't touch her. They didn't sleep with her. He said, please don't do it. Him and his fiance is going to talk to Anika and try to set her straight. They said actually that Anika got too drunk. She was too drunk. So she couldn't even do anything. They said we couldn't do anything anyway, Lawrence, because we're not the type of men that would take advantage of a drunk girl. So we let her sleep it off. But what if that was some men who were not so gentlemanly? Is that a word? Who weren't so much gentlemen. Did I say it right that time? Who weren't actual gentlemen. Hey, the bad show. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But yeah, if she wasn't surrounded by some gentlemen, she could have got raped. She could have got left in a ditch somewhere, beaten. I mean, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. But thank God it was the twins, Dominic and Stefan. Thank God she was with them, because that could have been horribly went wrong. But anyway, things like that make people think you are a prostitute. At least the other cast members, now I see why they have reason to believe that she's out there like that. It's one thing to be a stripper and getting your coins and dancing and sliding down a greasy pole, and twerking all in the men's faces and stuff. But it's another thing to be sleeping with somebody you barely know, and not one, but two men at the same time who are brothers, and you barely know them. So again, with all these measles and stuff going around, y'all gotta be careful out there. Y'all gotta be careful out there, because anything could jump on you nowadays. Anything could jump on you nowadays that you cannot get rid of. So, yes, it's crazy. It's crazy for real. But anywho, that's about all I got for this show. I think I went over everything. I swear this show had me cracking up tonight. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, so next week in the previews, they show how Lawrence had brought the prenup up to his fiance. Of course, she wasn't happy about that. They show how Cola and John was discussing his open relationship with his manly roommate, and also Lawrence is going to sit down and talk to Anika and try to find out why she trying to throw her cookies at these boys that she hardly doesn't know. So it should be a really good episode next week. But you guys, thank you all for tuning in. And for those who tuned in or missed my earlier today it was a review of the last episode of Hustle and Soul. Check that out. It was a really short one. It was only like 15 minutes because I did it on my way to work. So that earlier live was on episode 3 of Hustle and Soul. Tonight was episode 4 of Hustle and Soul that I was reviewing. So, but they kind of meshed together because pretty much they was going through like the same issues on last episode and this episode. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you. I so appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who came and tuned in tonight. Make sure you guys don't forget. Thumbs up the live, y'all. Don't forget, we need those thumbs up, y'all, because you know what the haters be doing when they come across a video. You know what they be doing, so we need the thumbs up. Thank you very kindly. And as usual, you guys, in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad. Matter of fact, before I let you go, away. Y'all remember that song? Okay, I had a moment there. Let me put my links in for my other channels. Some of y'all have already over there though. Some of y'all have already found the other channel. Thank you to those who have found the other channel. It's called The Hood Table. The Hood Table. Yes, you heard that right. Duh. Not the Hood Table. Not THE Hood Table. The Hood Table. That is DAHOODTABLE. The Hood Table. Make sure, for those of y'all who have not went over to the Hood Table, which is a collaborating YouTube channel that me and my sister and I, we created a couple of weeks ago. We only have a few videos over there so far. I put the link in there. We will be going live again next week. Normally we do one video a week, but she's out of town with family. So she's out of town this week, down south, way down in the dirty. So next week when she comes back, we're going to come to you guys with a live. I think it's the 4th, that Saturday is, May 4th. So make sure you go over to the Hood channel. I just posted the link. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Oh, you said sing, Roxanne. Y'all remember that song? Who sung that song? Blackstreet? Blackstreet. Mm-hmm. I love me some Blackstreet, boy. But I like that old school, you know, the late 80s, early 90s. I love all that stuff. All the old school R&B. But yes, so you guys make sure you please go over to the Hood Table. Hit that bell so you can get our notifications over there. If y'all don't know about my sister and I, we do have some videos on this channel as well. If you look on my playlist under Sisters from Another Mister, we have like about 5 or 6 movie reviews on that playlist. That's how we started. We started with Sisters from Another Mister's movie reviews, and we started it on this channel. But finally, we decided to create a channel just for us two to collaborate on. So I'm still, as you know, I'm still going to be grinding on this channel all the time. But over there on the Hood Table, we gonna get together like once a week it's everywhere from movie reviews to talking about all kind of stuff, hood stories, our lives, you know, just all kind of stuff that we'll be talking about over there. I mean, everything from politics, everything from the YouTube streets, everything. You know, it's a collaboration channel. So make sure you guys check out our playlist on this channel called Sisters from Another Mister, and that will kind of give you like the kind of vibe that we have. You know, we work great together. We really do. We're good friends. Sisters from Another Mister. We go way back, like 4 flats on a Cadillac, and we just started our own channel called The Hood Table. We have some videos over there too, so you can check those out too. Check those videos out too. Thank you very, very much. The Hood Table is on IG, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and also Tanya's Primetime TV is on YouTube, IG, Facebook, and Twitter. So y'all can follow me on the Hood Table all over, and you can follow me on Tanya's Primetime all over. So anyway, you said you have not had the pleasure yet. I will try to get on next week. Thank you so much. Don't forget. We a trip. Go. You have to subscribe to the Hood Table. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. And in the meantime and in between time, see, somebody already gave me a thumbs up, thumbs down. That's why I said the haters always gonna hate. So that's why y'all have to give us a thumbs up on the videos, because the trolls always gonna hate. Because that's what they do. They don't know to do anything else. They don't know to do anything else. But anyway, in the meantime and in between time, you guys, stay blessed, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.